Now, from your weather authority, meteorologist Cody Bailey.
Well, today we started the melting process from the 2 rounds of wintry weather that we had in terms of the snow and ice. Sunday night and Monday, and again, of course the snow that we had yesterday, anywhere from 3 to 5+ inches of snow on the ground or accumulating. Some snow depths actually closer to the 7-inch mark, at least in the Evansville area. So we got all that snow on the ground, but with the highs today above freezing, we at least started that melting process. Today was really confined to maybe that slushy snow still on the ground. Saw a lot of that melt away and also dry the pavement a little bit today. And of course the ice that's been on the power lines and the tree branches too. So highs pretty much 30 to 35 until you get across the Ohio down to the south. 37 the high today in Morganfield and 35 in Greenville. A couple of the warmer spots today will be warmer than that by a few degrees. I wouldn't be surprised to see some 40s across western Kentucky. You'll get the clearing skies, more sunshine early with more clouds north of the river in Indiana and over across the Wabash River in Illinois as well. We'll touch on that forecast here in just a moment, but it's another cold night tonight and temperatures are hovering around or just above 20 degrees in many locations. But a quiet night at the Owensboro Riverfront from our Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction Tower camera on the 41 strip in Henderson. Looks like one car in the northbound lane there, a couple coming southbound on the strip on our Heads Construction Tower camera. There's a good look at that snow on the ground being illuminated there from our Austin Homes Tower camera in Central City. And here is how the day played out. You can see maybe a little bit of melting there with the shrubbery, the brushes there outside of Deaconess on the edge of the campus there early today. That's a time lapse from the top of Deaconess Gateway Hospital from our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union Tower camera. Temperatures now at the coldest they've been so far today. So that is our unofficial low so far. 26 at the airport. A south-southeast breeze is picking up a little bit. The last hour, it was around 3 miles per hour. Now it's up to 6 miles per hour. And it's that southerly flow of winds in addition to the clouds that'll be building in tonight that will be rising the temperatures or at least holding steady. I think our low temperatures will likely occur about 12 midnight to 1 a.m. And then by daybreak tomorrow, 6, 7 o'clock, we'll see those temperatures rising into the mid-20s, about where we are right now, maybe a touch cooler than that. 26 also in Madisonville, Princeton at 23, Jasper 24. Vincennes, you were in the teens most of this evening, now starting that rise yourself, going from about 18 an hour ago now to 20 degrees up in Knox County. The other thing that we are going to watch closely tonight, well, the visibility. The fog already developing and already getting pretty dense in our southern Illinois counties. Harrisburg now below a mile, right at half a mile visibility, and that is where we have that freezing fog advisory. So we had one of these earlier this week. Temperatures obviously in the 20s, below freezing. That fog developing. It's dense in some locations, so any moisture that is on the ground on the pavement could produce some patchy black ice. That's where the advisory is, but the Weather Service also watching these areas outlined in orange for the possibility of very patchy black ice, patchy freezing fog as well. That does include the Evansville Metro, so we're going to be watching that very closely tonight. Keep that in mind if you're going to be on the roads overnight tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. But again, the good news, like today, tomorrow will be well above freezing, so anything out there should be melted away as we progress through the midday, especially by tomorrow afternoon as well. Storm tracker showing quiet conditions here at home, but the clouds will be thickening up here over the next couple of hours, and that's exactly what future tracker shows as we go back in time, or future the track, of course, ahead in time. But we will be seeing what we're seeing right now is still mostly cloudy. Storm tracker not doing a good job of getting these lower clouds. So we are cloudy right now. We'll be mostly cloudy tomorrow, again with the exception of maybe our southeastern counties getting some breaks in the clouds, and I think that's the best chance to get some of those temperatures at or just a tad above 40 degrees. But any way you look at it, we're still going to be above freezing, so that's some good news, especially compared to where we've been and unfortunately where we're heading. Well, by the time we go to tomorrow night, those flurries, that is a possibility. That's on a weak boundary that is going to usher in, unfortunately, some cold air yet again. Highs on Monday only in the mid-20s. We stay in the low to mid-20s for Tuesday and Wednesday. And yes, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, we could again be in the lower single digits. So some bitter cold air moving back in. And future tracker still wants to bring a few scattered snow showers, especially along and north of the river, early Tuesday morning. I think at least we'll see some flurries, still keeping precipitation chances off the board because I do think it's going to be in the form of, again, just flurries. And that trend this evening with future tracker pushing more of the snow shower activity north of the tri-state. So we'll keep an eye on those trends, but as of now, not expecting any impacts for the first part of next week. But tonight, again, those low temperatures just occurring after midnight, then rising up into the mid-20s by daybreak tomorrow. More clouds for most of Evansville points north and west. More of a mix of sun and clouds across western Kentucky as we top out in the mid to upper 30s to around 40 degrees. Then cold alerts on the board for the first half of the week due to, again, start to finish, temperatures well below freezing. Could have some places again Monday night as well. Down into the single digits. So we go to the second half of next week, yes, getting back to around 40 for Friday and Saturday. That looks to be short-lived, though, because the rain that moves in early Saturday. Behind that, Emily, unfortunately, we're back well below normal in the deep freeze by the end of next weekend.